Hey there. Make sure I can hear this. Get my levels up there a little bit. There we go. Hey there, lads and lasses. Take two. This is Thunderhand 64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on it is a Friday afternoon. No, it's Friday morning. Man, you know, I always have to pause and think so carefully before I try to say that. And it's like, you know, Thunder, it's Friday. We're starting an hour earlier than we usually do. We're starting at 10 a.m. here at Pacific Standard Time. And on a Friday, that can only mean that it is time for some Buffooncraft SMP Season 5. Yeah, so we have quite a few things going on here for the holidays. And so we have to move things around a little bit. And so I have to push the stream an hour earlier today. Also, this will be very likely the final Buffooncraft stream for me, for myself, for 2023. We'll probably have a stream on Sunday for Kachi time, and then we'll take a break from streaming, probably for the month of January. Now, I'll be doing things in the Discord, posting stuff. I'll still be working in the servers during that time, in both servers. And there'll be some downtime while we shut down things and upgrade and repair and update stuff and everything for the stream. And, you know, this studio, I'd really like to do some work in here and get this place a heck of a lot better. Because usually I don't do things like this, but it's kind of, well, I'm blocking most of the stuff, but oh my god. Okay, yeah. So there's stuff like that you know, the storage closet, I have to put all the shelving in, all that and everything, get all this stuff up off the floor and rip out this disgusting carpet that's been here for like 40 years. This is the original carpet that's been in the house. And I did almost the entire house over 10 years ago. I put in the laminate flooring. But in these rooms here, the bedrooms and this studio, I haven't replaced any of the old carpeting in here. And carpeting's supposed to only last for like 5 years or something. And this has been here for like 40 years. It's the original carpeting when we bought the house. And it's wretched, and I want it out of here. So I'll probably put in some laminate flooring in here too, but then that's going to cause a little bit of havoc with sound. You know, the sound will bounce off. The carpet soaks up a lot of sound, amongst other stuff. You know, and so I don't know. Probably a throw rug on the floor will help soak up some of the sound. And you know, when we do the walls up here a little bit and stuff, then we'll do a little bit of soundproofing as well. Or just some acoustic treatment. Really, not really soundproofing. We don't really need to do that. So, laminate plus rug? Yeah. So this house is kind of cool the way it's laid out. I like the layout of the house. The house is just basically a very long, boxy rectangle. And one whole half of the house is just the bedrooms, the hallway, and the bathrooms. And the other whole half of the house is the living area and the kitchen and dining area. And it's split. So that whole living room, kitchen, dining area, and that whole hallway, we did all the laminate flooring on that. And then, but the bedrooms, we kept the carpeting in, you know. But the carpeting... You know, and we'll probably keep carpeting in the bedrooms, but it's high time that gets changed. But here in the studio room, though, it's going to be laminate flooring in this place too. So I have fake wood flooring and like covered the whole things in rugs. Yeah, like I mentioned, Jeannie, I'll probably do something similar. I'll probably just right in the very center, I'll probably have like some sort of throw rug. And the thing I like, you know, I because I hate carpeting. Carpeting is like the most unsanitary stuff. and you clean it, and then if you have pets, it's like, oh my god. You know, we no longer have pets, but no to carpeting. So yeah, you can just put the rug down, you can take the rug out and clean it, or if the rug's damaged, you just throw it away, you put down a new rug, right? So I'm a sucker for carpet, but that's just because I like the texture under my feet. Yeah, it feels comfortable. It does, you know, especially, you know, when you have the padding layer, the foam layer underneath it and stuff like that. Yeah, you know, it is comfortable. And that's why we kept it in the bedrooms, right? But, you know, it's just... And then, like I said, like every 5 or so years, 5-7 years, you got to rip it up, put down new carpeting because, yeah. Velcro for every kind of crap that humans can produce. It's awful. Then, like I said, if you have pets, it's just... Good Lord. Hey, you can see that your auto shout-out is working up there. So, viewers, if you have a little time, you should drop in and check out Cheska's Genie. We share a large portion of our community, so she's got a super cool community, of course. Super, super cool. Let us do this. And where did my... There it is. All right. Get the soundtrack going here. Adjust some of the levels. I think right about there is good. All right. With that, let's try to do a little bit of Minecrafting today. Again, you know, all of the buffoons are in hiatus right now. A few of us come on here every now and again to do a few things. There's a couple of us that are still somewhat active. But most of the buffoons are completely unreachable right now. And I was trying to think of, you know, so each year, usually in January, I take the month of January off. Is that sun rising or setting? That sun is rising there, Thunderhand. Yeah, I usually take the month of January off to do maintenance on the stream and spend time with the family and everything. And I'm thinking, should I change that to December instead? And then I'm thinking, should it be like halfway through December to halfway through January? Oh, what should I do? But, you know, I'll also be missing some of the Christmas theme and stuff like that, some of the holiday stuff for some of the streams if I take the whole month of December off. So I'm thinking, all right, we should do some sort of partial. So I'm thinking we should stream right up until just about Christmas, within a few days of Christmas, like maybe that week before or the week during if it goes right up to. And then from Christmas to somewhere in around mid-January. Now, I was thinking of right to Lunar New Year would be maybe a cool way to do it, but I think that's a little too long because, for example, this year Lunar New Year goes into February this year. I think it's February 10th. Yeah, February 10th. The math is still good. All right, so February 10th this year. And so that's a little bit longer than I want to go. So I'm thinking maybe sometime in January. Like maybe up until like the third week of January. But during that downtime, I'll still be working on the server. I'll still post stuff in Discord. I'll still be in other people's streams, you know, dropping in, you know, at least as a viewer. And, you know, if there's any collabs or anything like that, streaming collaborations or stuff like that, then I might partake in a few of those. But the idea is to take some time off, spend the time with the family and the friends and stuff, and then also to work on stream a little bit. Like I was saying, do a little work on upgrading the PCs and the software and stuff, some of the equipment, the studio itself, and do a few things in the stream. There are some graphics things that I want to do for the overlays and stuff for all 3 streams, especially Kachi time. Kachi and I were talking, and we need to do some graphical updates for Kachi time. Because, the main screen for Kachi time is a really cool picture. It's one of my favorite pictures of Kachi. But it's like 3 years old, I think. Or from 3 years ago. And so Kachi has changed quite a bit since then. So we'd like to put in some new graphics and stuff for at least Kachi time. And, Buffooncraft, I change the graphics on Buffooncraft whenever we have a new season. Flying Villager usually gives us some new graphics and stuff, but my basic layout is usually the same. But there are some other things I want to change and stuff, and so I take it upon myself to, during the shutdown time, to try to do that stuff. And I very rarely pull all of it off, but it's the idea that counts, right? New year, just try some new things, right? Partial sounds good. Give yourself a little Christmas break and then ease into New Year nicely. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I need about maybe 4 weeks, I think, to, most people are out on holiday anyway. Although, like I said, I was a little, it's usually for me just the month of January, but so many people are gone during December this year that I was thinking, maybe it should be December, because I don't know if you've noticed, but all by myself. Yeah. So, and I'm used to working on a server alone because of Generations. That doesn't really bother me too much. But the whole idea of an SMP is to, interact with other folks, and other folks are all traveling. They're all away. They're all on vacation. This is their time of the year to take their break, and so just to be in sync with everybody else, I'm thinking, maybe December, but maybe partially through December and then through January, and then we'll come on back, and hopefully we'll have some things updated and upgraded and stuff. So learn some new tricks, right? So what to do for this stream? Not a lot. Last 2 weeks, first 2 weeks, it sounds like a good balance. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that, Jeannie. So, what to do for this stream? Yeah. I could go work on the iron farm. I haven't finished that yet. I haven't gone and done my AFK. Yeah, my AFK over at the Guardian Farm. So we don't have the lanterns. But one of the other things I wanted to do was to make another chamber down here in the down here below the pub, in the basement of the pub. And I was thinking on making it right into here. A secret chamber. Because I did have an idea for Buffooncraft. And I've been thinking about it, but nobody's around. I can't really bounce it off of anybody. And I definitely, at the very least, I need Nova's blessing and I need Moggs's blessing. And those two are just working like dogs right now. So I can't really even get like 15 minutes of their time. So that being said, I just got to kind of keep myself occupied and hope that it's not so time sensitive that the idea will still be fresh and cool and stuff, when they're ready to go forward with it, if they agree on it too. So We'll see. But that being said, we could do a couple of things. Like I said, we could haul out that chamber today. We could go work on the iron farm. And you know what? Maybe we'll do a little bit of both. Let's go see what the status is of the Guardian farm, because then we can go take a little bit of a hike, and that'll be fun. The Guardian farm is out between Shut Mountain's place and Nebula's place. It's out that away. And so we can park Lawrence there for a little while because, you know, he loves to relax. That's his job. How am I doing here? Okay, I'm fairly equipped for this. And we can head on over there and we can see what the status of the Guardian farm is. Go do that. And yeah, okay, here we are in the nether. You know what's really weird? I was thinking about this the other day where Shut Mountain and I were in the Buffooncraft Discord. And we were talking about mods. And I was noting to myself that, you know, Minecraft with its dimensions, it has an underworld dimension. And of course it has what they call the overworld, which for most mythologies and theologies and religions would be a mid-world. They do have the end, but they don't seem to have any kind of spiritual realm. And maybe they're just avoiding that because of, you know, the controversies that could spring up with that. But I don't know. They have an underworld, you know, and you know, as far as adding another dimension, if you're going to add one, that might be something to think about. Anyways, over there in the chat, I can see PC Coffee. PC and Coffee is over there. PC, what's up, brother? Happy holidays, my friend. Hope you're doing well. You guys can see the auto shout out there, but PC and Coffee is super, super cool. Our families are our friends IRL. Good, bro. Happy holidays. And Jeannie has redeemed an H2 Hydrate. Got a market. Thank you. Looking forward to the meet. So our families will be getting together. I think it's PC. It's the first week of January. I think it's the 3rd, right? Somewhere thereabouts. You can see our texture pack has already made gift boxes out of the shulkers. And the last time our families got together, you guys treated us up there, where you're at, up by your way, anyway. Yeah, I'm not on the... Yeah, just a heads up. Thank you, dear. Let's switch over to the display screen. That's better. And so, yeah, PC and Coffee and his family treated us. I'm hoping you guys will allow us to treat you this year. You can come on down our way. Maybe I don't know what the ladies have planned. Mrs. PC and Coffee and Mrs. Thunderhand. Only realized you mentioned the game. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Ice Farm University. Okay, let me see. Shut and Nebula, they should be... their portals, at least, are in the northern corridor, I believe. Yeah, over here. That's the plan. Ladies are doing the planning. Yeah, of course, right? PC and I will receive our instructions. Let me see. Would it be easier Shut's way or Nebula's way? You know, Shut's been doing quite a bit of work lately, up until he injured himself and stuff. And so let's go out his way anyway, and we'll get to the Guardian farm with my New England accent. Via. Grandfather Moon. I have a bone to pick with you, Grandfather Moon. Thunderhand will be arriving. I'll be bringing the fight to you, sir. I hope you're ready. Anyways, let's see. Yes, the humble innkeeper has thrown down the gauntlet to Grandfather Moon. Let's see. Usually, Shut Mountain has a little rowboat, a little boat around here somewhere with this unnamed skelly horse. You know, I guess I could practice my butterfly stroke here and just swim over there, but you know, I carry one in my kit anyway, so basic kit right there. There we are. Boom shakalaka right there. And is this my silk touch? Yes, it is. Done and done. You know what? I like this little track, so I'm going to add this to the Christmas playlist. Here we go. All right, let's paddle on over. And I believe the AFK area for the Guardian Farm is that ship right up there. So PC, you're probably working right now, so I'm going to try to avoid making you have to type. But we need to talk about maybe trying to arrange another get-together. PC and I both are local to charity streamer JMO the Schmo. And JMO and I have been talking about doing a get-together for quite some time. And neither of us have been able to get around to it for whatever reason. But since JMO's son, PC, and myself are all local to each other, you know, PC, maybe we should try to arrange something where the four of us can get together. JMO's son and PC being the hardest two people to schedule. All right, so here is here's the Guardian Farm right here. Oh dear, they are not pleased. All right, so there's the Guardian Farm. You can see them spawning and then floating up, going into the portal, and then they go into the Nether, where they are slaughtered. And their drops are collected by the fastest sorting system ever built. Oh yeah, see, somebody has an extra boat right there. Do I have an hatchet? I believe I do. There we go. All right, so we'll head on up and we'll do the... Who's Camel? And unnamed. I believe this is Nebula's camel, and Nebs put the camel in this fenced-in area thinking that it would contain said camel. And it doesn't. The camel can just walk over fences. That's right. So let's help Nebs out here a little bit. Nebs has been building her amazing chest build. She hasn't been on in quite some time. She's doing some real-life stuff. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to do that, but we're also... Now watch. He can just step right over that. We can also use a lead. There we go, Nebs. See, most of the time he'll just chill like this anyway, right? So we'll do that. And, what am I doing? And maybe something like that. And that should help out. I think you made one mad. Second gate on top of the first. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, you're right. I think he can just hop that gate. No problem. Or even better. No, not quite like that. That's not what I want to do. You know what I'm trying to do, right? Let's. There we go. And let me see. Neither of these beasties can go under the fence, so they should be fine. Okay, let's see. AFK area's right on over to here. Just helping out my friends, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking one at the top, one at the bottom, but yeah. Okay, now I think I've only been up here once before. And, you know, we have the render distance. I think we're set at 16 chunks right now. But you can get a really good view of Nebs' build from here. Like that. So she's building the giant chessboard. And here are her pieces. And that structure over there is just a giant timer clock. But inside is her base bits being, you know, her storage and stuff like that. Super cool. And of course, Nebs and Shut. I think it's mostly Nebs and Shut. Some of the other buffoons might have been involved too. Maybe Lone Star. I'm not entirely certain. But built this very early game Guardian farm. Quite early on in the game, which is always handy. At Shut Mountain, he's super, super fast. So he cranks out these farms like right away. And has kept us in Sea Lanterns and Prismarine and stuff like that for the season thus far. All right, now I believe AFK is just right here, and you just kind of hang out here, and you can see those little dudes spawning. Now I like this. This is a nice, very, very simple design. So we can hang out here for a few minutes. And then just kind of hang out and chat. Maybe we can, if I do this right, I might be able to. There we go. Maybe get a decent screenshot for the thumbnail. There we go. So we have friends coming over from Taiwan today. In fact, Mrs. Thunderhand is picking them up from the dreaded LAX. And so then they're coming back here, and I don't know what their plans are. Mrs. T and her friends from the home country. So I don't know what they're doing today. I think they might be going outlet shopping 2 days before Christmas. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Mrs. Thunderhand. I shall be here until noontime. I ain't doing that. But, oh, yeah. Yeah, if you can look at the screen, you can see those Guardians are a-spawning. The farm's really kicking in right now. And it's kind of cool because nobody's on the server right now, so the mob cap is cranking. Yeah, look at the bursts of spawning. And they're lasering something there with their little death beams. I think it's probably fish. Probably squiddies. Shut's builds are insane. You are not kidding there. Insane and fast. Buffoons are fast builders. I'm probably the slowest builder on the server. On any server, I build really slow. But those guys are super, super quick. So he and Nebs just cranked this together. And then I helped him out with a sorting system on the other side of that portal in the nether. I built a super fast sorter in storage unit on the other side there. And but Shut says he doesn't believe that all of the items are making it through and down into the sorter. You know, I should have gone to the nether first and probably looked at that and then gone here. And so we could get a count. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And so, hey there, first time chat. Hello, Cora. How are you? So we figured that we'll just hang out here. We'll get some sea lanterns and stuff, and we'll just test out the farm here for a few minutes. What's up? Nothing much. Just doing a little Minecraft a couple of days before we celebrate Christmas here on the west coast of the United States. And so we're doing a little bit of camping. 'Tis nighttime here. In fact, you know what? I should probably do a little sleeping here to cut down on the mobs. I'm also good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. All right. There we go. Oh, we'll just hang out here for a few more minutes while we do a little bit of chatting. And again, you know, see if I can get a good thumbnail here. If I go all the way, yeah, that might be a slightly better thumbnail. There we go. My thumbnail right there. It looks like this room you made just for gaming. This room back here, yes and no. I'm a retired math teacher, so I was doing a lot of my online teaching here. In fact, you can see my whiteboard back there. Especially during COVID. During COVID, I did all of my teaching out of my studio here. So, but I also do music production here too, and I do most of my graphics and my artwork and stuff here and everything. So, and then when I got into streaming my gaming stuff, I had to change a few things, but not many. Not many. So you see, most of my equipment isn't like standard streaming equipment. It's mostly like music production equipment. And I would be remiss if I did not mention the arrival of the one and only Angel by You. Angel! How are you doing? Oh, wonderful to see you. I hope the holidays are treating you well. You teacher, wow, I respect you. Well, thank you. A retired teacher. I'm not teaching anymore. Angel, how are you doing? How was I doing this? Was I kind of doing this like going down alongside of the beam? That might be an even better thumbnail for the stream today. Me and my big face. Of course, I'd like to see the Guardians popping in there. And they've stopped for some reason. There they go. All right, that's better. I'm well. How are you, Thunder? I am awesome. I am very busy. So far, the stress levels are kind of low. That's how I like my holidays. At this age. Life is too short, my friend. Enjoy it and be happy always, indeed. And that's a lesson for everybody, right? Same to you. So, most of my holidays I like to keep way, way, way down on just our little family scale, right? And so that's nice. And I don't mind going out and seeing friends and stuff like that. Like PC and I mentioned, our two families are going to go out and, have a little get-together. A little crike, as us Irish Americans say, right? Or as the Irish themselves, they pronounce it more crack if you're from the south. My family's from the northwest, from Connacht. But that was a long, long time ago. We're thoroughly American. Thoroughly. Woo! You know what? Since we're AFK, we can also do this. And show off our little Christmas skin. That's probably even a better thumbnail. Like that. without all the armor. So Angel, are you traveling or are you staying home for your holidays? We are going up to Big Bear Mountain, which is about maybe 60 miles east of us. And maybe a little bit north of JMO's area. And a little bit east of PC's area. A little bit northeast there. We're heading up that way. And we'll be up there for about 4 days. And we've been quite concerned. What we do is we usually rent a cabin up there and we stay up there for about 4 days and we do a lot of snowboarding and stuff like that. But there hasn't been any snow on the mountain at all this fall or winter so far. But we just got some rain yesterday and it was heavy enough to make a little bit of snow, at least up on Baldy. That's the closest mountain to where I am. And Baldy's about maybe 5,000 feet. And so we got some snow up there. That means Big Bear, where we're going, will have a little snow. But we'll be there, leaving there 4 days from now, right on Christmas Day. And I hope all the snow doesn't melt before we get there. Big Bear's a little bit higher up. It's generally about maybe 8,000 feet. And so they can generate the artificial snow. Well, it's not artificial snow, but the man-made snow up there. And so... it's usually sufficient, but it's really beautiful up there when you get the natural snowfall and you get enough up there. It's really nice. You are so fit at this age. Do you do the gym? I think you like to travel a lot. I do not do the gym. Not as much as I should. I'll be 60 this upcoming year. Be an old man. I should work out a little bit more than I do. Right now, I'm just not into it. I do martial arts at our dojo. In fact, I messed up my hip there a couple of weeks ago with an old man injury. But travel, and I travel a little bit. We go to Taiwan each year to go see my wife's family. We go out there. Other than that, I don't really do too much traveling. What I would like to do actually is to do a little bit more local traveling. I usually make the trip out to Vegas every now and then when my friends are out there. And one of my friends was out there a few weeks ago, so I blasted out across the Mojave. Takes me about a little over 3 hours to get there, just under 4 hours. And then I'd spend a night over there, hang out with them, and then come on back the next day. But there's actually a lot to see in California and in this area. It's a really cool place, You've got Yosemite and some places I've been to, Catalina Island, Joshua Tree. But there's some really cool places, and I'd really like to get around and see some of those places. I've moved out here in 2003. Actually, is when we moved out here. my wife and I, from New England. And most of the time I'm just grinding, working super, super hard. And I never really get to leave this Chino Valley, San Gabriel Valley area, you know. We go down to San Diego. I've been up to San Francisco a few times. Not recently, but you know, there's so much to see here, you know, and I'd really like to get around and see some of the more local stuff. So, you know what? I think we should take a trip into the Nether and see what we've acquired, if anything at all. Yeah, let me see. Not nighttime, so we should be fine. And of course, the exit. Oh, we can't drop down at the Guardian Farm. That would be bad. Okay, here we go. And done. All right. And this time we'll use Nebula's portal. But you know what? There might be a portal up there in the ship, now that I think about it. But I don't remember seeing a player portal at the Guardian Farm collection area. I don't recall that. There's that portal right there, but believe me, you don't want to jump in that thing. That would be bad. And then there's Lone Star. Woo! I think family is everything for a person. A person should spend most time with their family. Yeah, that's really what it's more about my age now. My two boys, one of them's an adult now. He's 18. And he's away at university now. But he's home for the holidays. And my younger son, Kachi, he's 12 now. Next year, he'll be a teen. And it's just the four of us here in SoCal. Lone Star, how you doing, my friend? Why don't you show us how bad the portal would be? You know what? I'll leave that to you. I think you could pull that off way better than I could. Oh, that's right. I was wondering why I wasn't getting the Soul Speed 3. Have to put my little booties on. There we go. McGilly Brogues. Oh, let's see. Right over here. We need to go to the roof. Up on the roof. I have to go out for some work. If you have Discord, you can add me. Okay. Here. That's actually our Discord invite. Oh, there it is. So here we are, up on the roof. And here's the Guardian Farm Collection area. And it's still running. At least the cart's going back and forth. Let's see if we've gotten anything. What I'm really looking for are the crystals. These things. Oh, yeah. See, I should take a screenshot of this for Shut Mountain. Shut, this thing's kicking butt, man. Now, I believe the recipe is 5 of these and 4 of these. Sans. Sans. Okay. That should be plenty, and then I'll leave the rest for the other buffoons. Let me see. This we're going to need. Sans. Like that, and I think we're good, right? Yeah, 5 and 4. Done and done. And then, you know, we'll go get some more later. YOLO! Of course, Shut Mountain moderator and fellow buffoon has gone in there and put up that Discord link. Thank you, sir, before I even got to it. How are you, Thunderlone? I am doing awesome. You guys, again, you can see the auto shout-outs for, Angel and Lone Star and Shut Mountain. Please go check them out. They are super, super cool. Buffoons, friends, streamers, incredible streamers in their own right. Let me see. Iron Farm doesn't have a portal to it yet, but it will soon. Just have to figure out. Okay, yeah, we get down from here. And of course, I'm trying to kill time today. If you couldn't tell, I'm actually trying not to be productive. Okay, just chilling. How's all with you? Busy, 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 but not in a stressful way. Just bumming around here on the Buffooncraft server for what's probably going to be our last Buffooncraft stream for the year. Then, like I mentioned earlier, we'll probably be doing taking a bit of a break from streaming for the remaining week of December, and then about maybe 3 or so weeks into January. Then we'll probably come back on the last week of January. And I resolved doing that a few years back, where we take every January off to do a break and to do some stream maintenance and family stuff. And I'm good, Shut. Just finished work for Christmas. Nice. So got yourself a bit of a break, do you there, Lone? All right. I'm not entirely convinced that this helps. I think somehow Lawrence has immunity to swiftness potions. But one of the things I've resolved to do for the month of December is to travel everywhere on Lawrence, the camel. It's challenging. It's challenging. All right, dude, let's do this. No, wait. No. It's not shift. It's control. There we go. Fastest camel on the server. It's just totally insane. And none of the paths out to the Iron Farm are camel friendly. None of them are. So I don't like to make this trip often. It sucks. Dear architect, would appreciate it if you could make the roads camel friendly. Appreciate the lurk, Angel. Yeah, I got 11 days off. Nice. For the price of 3 days. I've sent you a request on just accept it. Yes, I will. After the stream. Sure. Ouch, my face. Ow, my head. Ow again. Ow. Ark. Ark. My cranium. All right, so there we go. So we can't use the tunnel at all. That is not even in the least camel friendly. So what Lawrence and I have been doing is going up the hill behind Lone Star's build. Please. Go on, Lawrence. You can do it. Dude, you can do this. I know you can. We've done this before. All right. Now I got to remember the path that... because it's hard to get him through the trees here. Ow! Yeah, say we can't do that. Come here. I forgot how I got through here the last time. Okay, I think it was this way. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. There's that. No, please don't go. Please. Back out. Okay, he's out from under the logs, so that's a good thing. Can I? No. Okay. How did I get around that the last time? He asked himself. I have no freaking idea, he answered. Okay, the path resumes. Yeah, right here. Okay. I think you can do this. Yeah. Okay. Well done. All right. Please. Okay, there we go. Let's get caught up in the chat. And here we go. And I like to park my friend right around here. Just now, please. Look, with the 来进来 在这里吗? Oh, okay, right there. Why am I speaking Chinese to a camel? I have no idea. Because it's funny. All right. Irish, Scottish, American, speaking Chinese. Always funny. Right. So we were doing a little bit of that stuff the last time, right? Where last we left our hero, he was still getting nothing done. Let's climb up there and let's have ourselves a butcher. I think it was about to drop the lava stream down. Should have checked the iron farm levels. Would it not be easier to go across in front of the bastion? I don't think he can fit through the gates there. Because I think I tried that before. And then there's the route going down in front, going under the bridge. Also not easy. Really? Okay. So we can then go and drop the lava right down there. And we should get some pearls in the inventory here. Save ourselves a little time. Although our feather falling 4 should be just fine here. You know what? I like this track. Let's put that one on. There. And how am I doing for time? 10:59. It is almost time to switch to standing mode. We don't need that. Thunder's Pearls. Shulkers. All my color coding on my shulkers is all thrown off now. There it is. Oh, we're down to one stack now. Okay, so let me see. 8 buckets of lava, I think. Sans Julio. Gee, we're 1 short. You're kidding me. Do I have another one in one of these chests or something? Please, please. I mean, you've seen the pain of traveling, right? Now, I could go and fetch some from Grandfather's Tears. I could go do that. And I think I should. Let's go stock up. Because we have, let me see, 1, 2, we have 3. We have 5 more to do. Oh, wait. No. What am I saying? No. We don't need any of this. We do not need any of this. What we can do is take those lava sources from down there and move them up there, and then they will flow down behind the iron golem face. Yeah, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to do that. And I wanted to slap down my AFK bed right down here next to our good friend Lawrence. There. Okay, let us switch to standing mode here. Ugh. Make a few minor adjustments. Like to my spine, for example. Let's see. I think that's good. I can stay where it is. And this is good like this. Okay. And on our way over there, let's look at our iron levels. Okay, so should the buffoons find themselves feeling a little anemic, this is going to help you out a lot. I don't know if you guys need iron, but there's plenty there. Oh, really? Did we miss a spot? Grab some of that. And you know what? We can go sideways out with a little bit of the scaffolding, right? Let's do that. And I think I have some over here in the chest. Or better yet, we're not using this any longer. Well, we're not using it over there, so let's use it over here. And that'll also help us get out to where we need to be. I need to get right above that. Or actually, you know what? I think the lava source is right here. But I still need to fix that afterwards. Now, this could be kind of treacherous sometimes, so... one must take care. All right, I should be able to handle this. Now, these sources should be here. Here. Right. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I lost a couple in there, but this is no big deal. Rumor has it that alchemist Greener Canuck has quite the bamboo farm. So I think we'll be all set. Where is that gap? There it is. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see there. I see you right there. Okay, so let's bring these topside now. Oh, I did need some stone, right? And we're not going to be able to see this, so it doesn't really matter what kind. This is going to be behind the lava. And let me see. Looks like Arma has redeemed a no hydrate. Mr. Armageddon's Fire himself. How you doing there, sir? Slancha. There we go. I wonder if... No. Okay. I was trying to imagine if there was a right-click shortcut for lava. Probably if it was in an item frame, maybe. Please, hands, just do it. For God's sake. Okay, that should do it. That should get me what I want here. Why? How? That means there's another llama and another and a wandering trader who might be on the other side of that dirt wall somewhere. All right, it's coming down. And as I mentioned last stream, I might take these guys and I might move them up a little bit, just so they're more in the middle, because I didn't originally plan on building this high up. But one of the things I can do is I can now speckle in the mud blocks along this wall. Or maybe not yet. Maybe I should put more of the smooth basalt and just finish this out, right? Maybe I should just finish that up right to the corner and then take it from there. And then I'll go in and I'll do the mud blocks after that. Keep down the number of blocks in the old inventory. I'm good, and yourself? I am doing awesome, thanks. Let us put that there. We do not need that. But that's a mud block. Do I have cobble deep slate? What the? Smooth basalt. Smooth basalt. And you know what? I actually might need some more of this. But we can get some extra when we peck out that stuff and put in the mud blocks. We should have enough to be able to finish that up. Should. We'll see. And let me see. I do have some wall units on me, but not nearly enough to finish that up there. Let's see if I have some wall units down here. Lots of soul sand. What did I need so much soul sand for? Oh, I needed soul sand chunks. I needed soul sand for this. So I did build a tunnel all the way out to the river for there. And my thinking was, you know, for horses and camels, that would be easier. But there's no path along the river that leads out there. So that also has to be done. I believe I no longer have any more wall units. And again, you know, like I'm not really pressed to hit any goals or milestones today. I'm just kind of bumming around on the server today, so I feel like I'm always running out of nether brick. You know what? I thought that we could also smelt nether rack to make nether brick. I thought we could do that. Let's head upstairs. We'll do some sleeping. A little something to think about. Now, usually I head on over to the piglin farm. But if there's a supply of netherrack closer by, I could just do that. And then while it's cooking, I could just lay in the basalt. But I don't think there is. So I have to think, where is the nearest supply of netherrack? And who's closest to me? Lone Star, I believe, is closest to me. Lone! Do you have any netherrack over at your place? I have one stack here that you would care to donate to the community farm. Yeah, what? Netherrack. This stuff right here. Do you have any over at the Bastion? Maybe like 3 stacks? Because if not, I can just hoof it over there and just use your portal and just jump into the nether from there. I've got a lot of netherrack at the cargo ship, and I think that might be even closer to... Yeah, you know, you're not that far away either, right? Half a double chest, I think. You know what, Lone? Let me try shut first, because the road is open over there, and I can actually take Lawrence over there. I was just going to run over there, but I can take Lawrence over there because the road over there is somewhat camel friendly. Look at Lawrence. Hey, you want to go somewhere? Well, I'm going to take a nap. This camel. Now, my mobs have been a lot of fun so far this season. Although I do mourn the loss of my original Skelly horse, Harris. Uh-oh! Moonman! Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stuff you in a hole. And then I'm going to suffocate you. There we go. Let me see. Now, if I do this right. Okay, now, about his friends. Say, my dude is so cool. But I did somehow... I lost my lead somewhere. Oh, there it is. Great. Dude, I just wanted you to... like, stay safely there just for a moment. So let me see. He should be done. Right then. Bye-bye. And we got a banner. It's been a banner day. Go take care of his gray-skinned buddies. Where are they? Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Coming through. This is where we learn that I am merely disguised as a humble innkeeper. Don't mess with me. Okay. Let's go, my friend. Back to business. And he says, yep, back to relaxing. No. Oh, God. Let me see. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. To grandfather Moon's we go. That may be a thing soon. We'll see. That may be a thing. Okay, Shut. I assume you meant in the cargo ship, because that's where most of your storage is. Oh, hey. That looks nice. Usually I keep a fence post in here, so my camel doesn't wander away and die. But he might be over there. I have no fence post to stake him up with, so I think we're going to be okay. He should be fine. He should be fine. You're going to be fine, right, Lawrence? Actually, I need to put this in here. There we go. That's better. Dude, are you going to be okay here? You know what? I don't feel good about this. Let me bring you. Let me find a fence post. On which I might stake thee. Now, one thing you have to recall is if you tie up your mob with a lead to a fence post, and there's another mob with a lead, when you break your lead, you break this lead too, and you set the other person's mob free. Not cool. So one has to remember that when sharing a fence post. Fence post etiquette in Minecraft. Yes, cargo ship in the bottom of the hull. That's right. Now today, after the stream, I have to dart right on out of here because Kachi gets out extra early today. And then, this is his last day of school before winter break. He's on winter break after that. Finally. Okay. All right, Shut. I don't know how I'm going to climb back up there, but I can pearl out. Where was it? It's over here in the corner, right? Whew. Look at this place. Typical Shut Mountain. So you said in the bottom of the hull. But I assume you mean here. It's just I have to figure out which one of these it is, right? I see you started some of the sorting. They're sort of sorted. Sort of sorted, quite sortedly. Sortedly. Labels. Here we go. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Jeannie. There it is. All right, Chet. It looks like you got plenty here. I was thinking of maybe 8 stacks. Is that okay? It is labeled. Take what you need. Yeah, 8 should do it. Yeah, it is. See, it's right there. Okay. And the thing I like about this labeling system is, when you're not looking down here and you look up there where you're supposed to be looking, you just look at it and it is what it is, right? So, is it nighttime? Yes, it is. I'm proud of myself, not going to lie. So, and Jeannie's helped out twice during the stream. Much appreciation. Now, this next bit may be somewhat unwise. You just got to pay attention. Yeah, I know. It's a putty. A special kind of putty. It's an ocelot. Well, I did put the lead on that one, I suppose. I mean, all right. Now, Lawrence, you have one job. Not to die on the cactus, okay? That's... just not on the cactus. Why do I do this to myself? All right. I believe we need to go this way. Oh, looks kind of nice with the texture pack. It's kind of nice music for a little trip on the camel through the winter wonderland of Buffooncraft. In fact, let me add that one to the playlist. There we go. Thank you. Why not moving? Okay, there we go. Even when you think, y'all think I might not be listening. Ow. There we go. This music is ideal for camel riding. You're killing me here, Lawrence. You're killing me here. All right. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to do my very stupid ho 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 pun. Done and done. And no, I'm not going to apologize for that. Okay, let's go put some of this in the furnace. I'm going to do it for time, by the way. 11:29. 31 more minutes of the stream. Let's just do this, shall we? Done. And let's get up there and start installing that stuff while we're waiting for this to cook. And by the way, I guess I should do this too, right? Great. Back to work. Let us... That'll give us the wall units. We're good. We're good. Go take this down. Oof. You know what, though? Can I do it? Yeah, I can. Ha 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 ha. Love it. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, now we can put the dirt backing on that. Chat didn't recognize my amazingness, so I'm glad someone did. You are definitely amazing. Okay. What I think I'm doing is this kind of a thing. that I think I'm out, right? But I should be all set here. Because I really just want to put the basalt in. Dude, you know, I'm trying to work. Trying to work there. You know, I think he'll die if I kick him off from up here, right? Loss? Not much of a loss. Debatable. Okay. I think I have... Yeah, well, I have a few wall units. All right. What do you think? I mean, should I do something with this guy? I mean, we already have we already have a number of characters who have become permanent residents of the iron farm. Zamboni. Our extra villager who deserves a name. Not to mention all of those guys up there. Iron Llama. And you know, I usually like to keep my bed here, but really just to save a few more minutes, I should just keep it on me. Just plop down wherever I'm at. Yeah, let's do a little animal rescue, shall we? And we'll also get some food. I like the way this tunnel came out, though, but it needs a little bit more color. Like I said, the mossy stones. That's something we can do. I thought I had some food around here somewhere. Maybe not. I mean, I have some in my basic kit, but... Right. Let's do that. Almost a stack. There we go. Looks like it's fish and chips. Or at least the fish part. The chips are still back at the pub. Okay. This week on Llama Rescue Patrol. I think I've got an idea how to do this. I think he's going to be okay, right? Even better. Even better. I've got an even better idea than that. First of all, climb up the scaffolding. Step 1. Learn to use scaffold. All right, see, this is what I had in mind. Dude, you know, if you could just, you know, with the, kind of, but, really? All right. I thought I'd be able to slap a boat, like, right down on top of those. Yeah, there you go. And then I was thinking of doing maybe, you know, like something like this. And we get him away from the lava. Because that's like critical. Yes, the water was unnecessary. The moment I slapped it down, I'm like, no, boat. This kind of stuff is always funnier in F5. Not into the redstone. Deet. 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 Kachi loves this stuff, by the way, when he watches the VOD after school. He's like, bah. So I'm thinking maybe right here. I'll have to move some chests. Now, please just don't die, all right? And let me think. I'm going to need a name tag, and I'm going to need a name, chat. Now, I think I'm clever enough to come up with a name, but I always like chat to come up with a name if they feel so inclined. Yeah, there we go. I should have some more fence pieces in here somewhere. Well, I've got some dark oak fence. But what happened to my crimson fence? Oh, we could be like completely janky and use different fence colors. Og. And the OCD Minecrafters will lose their minds. Well, you know, I just have some of the crimson stem wood right here. Where did I see that? That's terracotta. Maybe I don't. I've got all different colors of fence. There we go. See, I would have committed a crime of, you know, putting the different colored fence posts in there. And having committed that crime, I would have been defenseless. All right, we need to move a few of these, so let's do that. Don't panic about this. It's going to be fine. Could use a shulker for this, I guess, right? That would be the thing to do. But it's pretty close. The weird vocals on this song. That's why I want instrumental, not vocal. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just weird. And not weird like in a cool way. Weird in like a slightly cringy way. Bass isn't bad on this, though. I'd be needing that for later. Done. Okay. That's cool. And half this chest is in the way, but maybe we can do something about that. And what did I do with the lead? Oh, that's up there with Lawrence, right? We can go get another one right here. Gee, I wonder why Thunderhand builds so slow. Because I'm always doing dumb stuff like this. But it's funny! Alright, come here, you. Let's break you out of the boot. I should probably get the name tag first, but he might not despawn, though. I mean, he's been there all that time. We can go get a name tag down there, but I think my basic hit has name tags in it. Yeah, they're right here. Last chance, chat to name the llama. And I think you're going to regret it if I wind up naming him. Because I already have the name. Done. What am I doing for time? 47. 8 more minutes left of the stream. When I sign off the stream, I should sign off over at the Guardian Farm. That way I'll just hang out on the server and I'll AFK there. Shot, I don't know if you saw earlier, but it produced a lot of drops, and it didn't seem to have any trouble, any loss or anything in the nether. So I think it's going to be okay. Ah, I'm just short by 2. Son of a... Alright, I think that should take care of that. I can go remove these. Okay, so let me think about this. We're going to have... we missed a spot there too. Let me see. This will be where I install the sea lanterns. Then I'm going to need some backing behind that. At least that much. And I don't know what I'm going to do for these corner pieces. I don't have any sort of decorative idea for those yet, so... I was thinking of water streams lit from behind. I was thinking of glowberry vines. And then next to that, we're going to have to dig this out because we need to... Oh, this is where the basalt is going to be. Okay, and then we'll have two more right here. We could just dig these out while we're cooking. Let me see. Sorry, not really paying much attention. Oh, that's fine. Right here. Let's do this. And let me see. This is... We're gonna have to dig out that stuff for the basalt. Yeah, because it's all going to go here. Okay. So let me see. We'll have basalt going up there. We'll have the wall units there. And I'm trying to recall. I think I asked this once before. Who has the super smelter on the server? Because I know several of us buffoons have smelters, but I know, well, I don't know. Shelb's smelter that we both share might be able to handle that. Because I'm thinking of just loading it up with the netherrack while I'm off camera. Yeah, that's good. This is going to be good. Oh, I know Nova has a really good one. I have a rather large, rather medium-sized one at the bottom of my yacht. Yeah, you know, if I wind up needing more than the one that Shelbs and I share, Shelbs smelter, then... I'll probably go to yours next, Shut, just because it's closer. Maybe I can run them simultaneously. There's Lone. Hey there. Oh, you know what? I don't have the streaming tag on, but you know, I guess it doesn't matter because up until now there had been no one on the server anyway. So. All right, we're gonna have to get rid of this. And I'm just bringing up this dirt wall around the build for now, just to kind of block it out, so it's not such an eyesore from the outside. Of course, a big dirt box is kind of an eyesore anyway, but all right, this will be basaltiness right here. And how am I doing for time? I've got 5 minutes. I've got... yeah, I went and just screwed that up. I should probably... take the last 5 minutes of the stream here, get Lawrence back over to the pub, and then head on out to the Guardian Farm where I can AFK. Yeah, so you can see where we'll continue that, and then we'll put another strip of nether brick wall, then more basalt, nether brick, basalt, and then we have this side over here to do. Probably a little easier to see from down here. There we go. So we have those features to put in, and you know, then we have to go back and put in the mud blocks, but for the texturing. But then we're gonna wrap it all the way around there, and then put the roof on the top. And I did decide I would remove that feature and have that open all the way up as well. Right there, right there, right there. Anything else I can ditch here? I don't think so. I think everything else I'm using. Yeah, I'm good. What happened? He's gone. Should I have stuck him in a boat? I know that they despawn, right? I knew that the wandering traders will despawn, but I didn't think that their llamas would despawn. But guess what? We learned something new. The llamas do despawn. Aww. I went through all that trouble. Oh, well. Our goal was to kill time on the server, and we definitely succeeded with that this session. Wait. Okay, that's better. Off we go, Lawrence. Back to the pub. Which means we have to climb over the hill behind Lone's place again. Going back this way is a little bit more difficult, actually. Because you can see there's no easy way to ramp up and over there. There he is. Hello, sir. Is he muted? Have I muted him? I was about to say, maybe he's just shy, but Lone Star is not shy. Believe me.
Shy, but Lone Star is not shy.
No, I've not got my headset on.
Oh, and I can hear my voice over your mic. There we go. Safely down the other side.
Making a path for you.
Oh, sweet. The Society for Camel Riders, Buffoon Camel Riders, is grateful. Ow. Hawk. There you are, Lawrence. Back home on his little hay bales. There you go. Go on. You know you wanna. Yes? No, yes? There you go. Oh, he's such a good boy. And let me see. There you go, buddy. At Daisley, you know, I know you don't need anything, buddy. Potion of harming, maybe. Yeah. Merry Christmas, pal. Okay. Back over to the Guardian Farm, where we will AFK. Build up some goodies for my buffoon friends here. And of course, we just had the stream. It's stream ad break there. That means it's got to be time. We're at 12:03. We're actually a few minutes over. That's fine. Let's get set up here, and then we'll sign off. Not from the Nether, but over at the wonderful Guardian Farm. Now, I could have just hoofed it over there with... well, I don't know. Camels don't have hooves. Not in the conventional sense anyway, like horses. But anyways, yeah, directly from the Iron Farm. But I didn't want to stake Lawrence outside there. I don't trust Minecraft. And you know what? I think... You know, I'm not entirely sure that the Guardian Farm has its own portal like that. I don't think it does. So we'll use Nebs' portal this time. That's fine. There we are. Fuck again. Hello, turtles. This map is so cool. Yeah, I can almost see the other coast over there. Some of the chunks are just rendering in there. If I set my render distance a little bit more, you could get Shut Mountains, some of Shut Mountains builds coming into view to the south and east. Yeah, this would be a bad place from which to fall. Not this part here, but when you get out to here, yeah, you don't want to go over to the side here. That'll ruin your whole Christmas. Wow, and you can hear them down there. Ah, with the caps. Okay, that being said, you can probably see all of them from right there. Yeah, with the if I set my render distance way out to like 32, I could probably catch them. I'm about half of that right now. It will be finished by the next time you are on. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, well, that will do it for our... for our Buffooncraft streams for 2023. Like I said, I'll still be working on the server throughout the break. I'll be showing up here every now and then to do a couple of things, finish up a few items here and there, tie up some loose ends. I'll probably be viewing other buffoons and other friends' streams throughout, so I'll be jumping in there. I'll be posting things on Discord as well. And then I'll be enjoying our break, doing some much-needed upgrades and updates and things like that to the server stuff. And I'll probably be back at the end of January. We have one more stream that we're going to do on Sunday. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 4 to 6. That'll be the Kachi Time stream, and that should be it for streams for 2024. All right, let's take a quick look and see if there's anybody to whom I want to raid out. But honestly, I think I have to run right out to Kachi's school and go bring him home. I'm right at the limit there. So probably not going to raid out today. Jeannie's streaming right now. Maybe for the second time in a row, I'm just going to do a raid and run. So let's set that up. So there's our raid message. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us. And I always encourage viewers to come along with the raid with us, even if you can't stay for the whole stream. Just drop in at least and say hi, maybe a follow, some bits of subs if you feel so inclined. That would be super, super cool. There, and we have the stream. We have the raid set up and counting down for our good friend Cheska's Genie. Family-friendly viewers, just remember that her stream is a mature stream, so rated mature, so there's some language there and everything, but it's super cool. We share a lot of the same community members, and she's a lot of fun and stuff. So with that being said, thank you so much for everybody for showing up today. It's fun just to chill out with you guys and just be super relaxed and everything. Please, for those of you who are celebrating holidays, I hope you have a very wonderful, safe, and stress-free holiday season to finish out here. And a lot of you I probably won't even get to see until next year, as they say. So have a happy closeout to your 2023. And here's my best wishes for everybody for 2024. Raiding out to Genie now. Bye for now, everyone.